Kisi is obviously on your list of top 3 tribes.
Hell no.
Damn.
Never.
Woo.
I would rather die.
Oh.
Never.
Damn. Dang, what did they do to you, sis? Tell your story.
Besides my brothers and my cousins and my uncles.
Tell your story.
No business. I've never dated a kissy. I'm not
Really?
interested. No.
Isn't that kind of fake?
No.
You don't want a thoroughbred child?
No.
Oh, you fake.
No.
Damn, that's kind of fake of you. I don't know.
I don't.
Kissy men out there, I'm sorry. She's not mean.
No, there's other people that are for you. Please go for that.
Oh.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
So is it, let me guess your top 3.
You know my top 1 and 2.
Kikuyu.
That's 1 and 2. Tall.
Maasai.
I've never tried it, but I would not be offended by it. Literally, my top 3 is Kikuyu, Kikuyu, and Kikuyu.
Oh, God is good. Because I was about to say, I don't know any others.
Yeah, that.
All I know is Kikuyu, Maasai, Luo, and Luya.
Yeah, there's more.
So it's Kikuyu, and Kikuyu for you.
Thank you.
Wow, that's so nice.
But because
Kikuyu men.
Hello. No,
Slide into my DMs
because I
now.
dabbled and dabbled over there, and I liked it a lot.
But Kikuyu is the basis of Nairobi.
No, it's not. Sure.
Where are Kikuyus from?
Everywhere.
Nice. Welcome. This is really fun. So going into 2022, I'm going to start doing like interviews. Not even interviews, because I just want to vibe. Like, I just want to keep it chill. I just want
Wind down
to
sessions.
have some fun, wind down.
Yes.
And just talk to people who are in the streets. People who are in the streets in Africa, people who have moved from the U.S., people who have moved from the U.K.
Not in the streets like that, though.
Yeah, no. Just in the street. Whatever you prefer. But yeah, just kind of have fun, chop it up, and meet people who have taken a similar journey to me or a different one and talk about how they got there and why. So welcome. This is our first episode, and I have my girl Sally here today. Do you want to kind of introduce yourself, sis? Let's start off with some shots. Let's start off. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being my guinea pig. She treated me to some Martell. Some Martell.
I wish it was Martin.
All right. Well, yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself, sis.
Something about me. Well, Kenyan born and raised. Moved to the States when I was a teenager. And then about 5 months ago, decided to come back home and teach, which I love. And yeah.
So what made you, first of all, when you got to the States when you were 14?
Yes.
So what was that transition like for you?
You know, it wasn't bad. We already had family there. And so...
What state? Because that makes a big difference.
Cold ass Minnesota.
Okay. From Kenya to
Minnesota. And we got to Minnesota like end of October. So it was like fall weather. Fall weather. We had a big snowstorm like a couple weeks later. But it was fine. It really was. My cousins were already there. My aunts and uncles were there. My brothers and I were together, and we're just a hoop together, so it was totally fine.
It was comfortable, like as long as you have your family.
It was.
Okay.
Like my older brother was done with high school. I went in as a junior. I mean, it was.
Was that something? Because I know like a lot of African families kind of like idolize or like push this like move to America. Like we want you to eventually move to America. Was that something that your family kind of did? So were you looking forward to it, or was it more like a?
My family slowly started moving like in the 90s, like early 90s.
So it's been a process.
So it was just a process. Like it wasn't like a big whoop-de-doo, but it also wasn't like a small thing. Like we knew it was blessings. Okay. So when we got there, every African family, right? This is an opportunity, the sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
So we knew it was a blessing, and we knew that doors were going to open if we did what we needed to do.
Was it giving what you thought it would give?
Some days.
Yes. Some days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some days.
Tell me about the Kenyan American community in Minnesota.
Amazing.
Really?
Amazing.
So I've heard that it's a lot of like Somalians.
Yeah.
Eritreans.
You got it.
like the Ethiopian, that part of East Africa. I feel like it's really prevalent in that Midwest region, but people don't really talk about like Kenyan Americans.
Oh my gosh. Like from the time I was 17, I've been immersed in the Kenyan culture, be it clubbing, like grilling at the park. We celebrated all the Kenyan holidays. I mean, we traipsed all over the U.S.
Yeah.
Like we did Madaraka Day in Dallas, Thanksgiving in Atlanta.
Wow.
Like we went everywhere. So like I feel like I've always had Kenyans with me. And anyone that knows me will tell you like she is Kenyan first.
Okay. So
Like,
you're
that
not like
has
a
never-
detached.
Never.
You're not an American who's from Kenya. You're a Kenyan in America.
I'm a Kenyan in American.
Okay, that's good to know. That's pretty good to know. You know, living in Atlanta, like, I don't think I've ever met a Kenyan.
There's a whole population.
I don't know.
There's a whole population, and they're doing really well.
Why is there not like an intermixing? So, like in Minnesota, is there like an intermixing of West Africans and Kenyans in a lot of these
There's
spaces?
an intermixing of everything.
Really?
Everything.
And
like
it
I
doesn't
have
like
like
that.
Tanzanian friends, Liberian friends,
Really?
Ugandan friends, Nigerian friends, like everybody's there. We all mix. Like Africans abroad love a good party.
Yeah.
So if you have a party, we're coming.
No matter.
If you're grilling at the park and you say free meat,
No matter
we're
what you're
coming.
cooking. I'll bring my choice of side.
Right. If my kids can just run around and be with people of their kind, we're coming. So
That's really good.
I feel like I was always immersed in Kenyan culture, African culture. Like it was hard for me to lose my roots.
Okay.
So like when people like, I don't think I have like a massive accent.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. So when Kenyans are like, oh, the accent, blah blah blah. Sometimes it's like if somebody moved to the UK and came back with a UK accent, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But if you go to America and you come back with an accent, it's like, right. But I speak Swahili.
I get that a lot.
I hear my language.
But
like everything.
what is your, so, and that's a good question. What has your, because you told me that in Nairobi, the Swahili kind of transitions.
It's different because different neighborhoods have their different slang.
Okay.
And then like
Are
slang,
you good in all hoods?
No.
Okay.
I wish. No, I'm not good at any hood right now.
Okay.
But I'm getting there.
In the Westlands.
Westlands is good.
Okay.
Westlands is not the hood though. We cannot claim the hood.
Okay, so
Right.
your Swahili is lacking, but it's getting there.
It is not lacking.
Okay.
It is not. My Swahili is not lacking.
Mm.
Okay, so I think I speak Sanifu, like clean Swahili. I
Okay.
don't have
Like
like the shang.
So like people who come to America and they're like Mexican, Guatemalan,
Yeah.
and they're learning Spanish in the schools.
Yes.
You speak school Spanish.
Goodbye. No.
You get what I'm saying?
I do not speak school Swahili. I
Okay.
speak the real Swahili.
Okay.
Right. But Swahili changes because all these new words evolve and blah, 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 blah.
Just
right?
like-
But then also think about it. Like, if you even talk to anybody like my Spanish speaking friends from, like, say, Mexico, if Spanish is like their main language, they speak English just fine.
Okay.
But then you anger them and like that Mexican accent comes out real strong.
The
right?
native words and all
Right.
that. Yeah.
But for us, we grew up speaking English.
Okay.
And then you move to the States and we only speak Swahili with our family in the evenings after school and the weekends when we get together. So like I start speaking Swahili like the other day when we were yelling at the dude on the phone. Like I start speaking Swahili, but then when I get passionate, the Swahili's gone. And then I'm back into the English.
Okay.
But
then you go back?
And then I go back.
Okay.
Transition right back. So no, I think my Swahili is great. So
Okay.
stop gossiping about me.
Yeah. It's just the accent that throws them off.
A little bit, but I don't even think it's that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're hating. What was one of the biggest differences about Nairobi that you noticed when you got here?
Everything changed.
Really?
Everything changed. Like before.
So what year exactly did you leave?
2000.
Okay, and then you came back 2021.
Uh-huh.
How many times have you been back within those 21 years?
3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about when you, now that you're living here versus compared to how it was when you were living here permanently before.
Well, Nairobi has changed for the better.
Okay.
Like the infrastructure is better, business is better, like people are living a good life. Like for me, the big thing, the roads, I mean, it's way better, right? And then I think, but I also know that I'm looking at it from like a child's perspective. But I feel like it's okay to be yourself. Like there isn't so much of the
oppression.
And you can't be you because your family has all these expectations. People now make their own money and do whatever the hell they want to do. Whereas before, and I think about my older cousins and things like that, everything was family oriented.
Okay.
Like you couldn't dress a certain way because your family wouldn't like it. You couldn't be a
so
certain way.
they've moved,
right.
essentially they've moved from like collectivism to more of like an individualism.
That's it. That's
really
exactly it.
like a more first world.
Yeah, which I really love. But I also think like a lot of people have left and come back. People go and study abroad and they come back with new ideas. And, you know, so families are buying in because it's changing how Kenya operates. So
Really?
I love that. Yeah.
I love that for you. So, sis, the people want to know,
Yes.
what is it like dating Kenyan Americans in America?
That's a good question.
Would you know?
Well, I dated one Kenyan. So
In America?
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't have great information there.
Okay. Was rate that experience on a scale of 1 to 10?
5?
A 50%. So that is an F. That's an F.
Absolute F.
When we're talking about our education scale.
It was like a 7. It was
Girl,
great.
you don't have to be
It was great until it wasn't.
You don't have to be nice. The first answer is always the realest.
It was great until
Cheers
it
to that.
wasn't. Whatever. Now that I'm in Kenya and I'm observing like relationships in Kenya, I feel like the Kenyan men in the U.S. like they behave way better than the Kenyan men in Nairobi.
Really?
Because I think the desperation level in Nairobi is crazy.
Really?
Like women go through so much in Nairobi. It's like, oh my God.
Are the women desperate or the men?
Well, as long as a man has money here, I feel like they could do whatever the hell they want, which is it's disgusting. But I mean, Kenya has a lot of beautiful women and they're doing well for themselves. But I feel like the competition, I don't even know if I want to call it competition or it's just
The pick-meism?
Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah.
So
I think dating for us is a little different in Kenya.
It is.
Because we have money. Dollars.
I don't have money.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Anybody wants to give me money? It to me.
I meant, I have money.
I don't.
This is an Airbnb. All right, it could be hard. I feel like probably that transition.
Mm-hmm.
Any childhood like crushes who've come out looking for you since you've arrived home?
Okay, so growing up, I was a full tomboy. Like I have 3 brothers.
Okay.
And my 3 brothers, I think, didn't realize I was a girl. So we did everything together. So their boys were more my boys. I mean, you know. So like,
Sally, put your boxers on.
Seriously.
Where's your boxers?
So I feel like I didn't even realize like I was supposed to like boys when I was that young. Because they were my friends. Like, what was I liking them for?
Yeah.
You know? So, no, not like that. But, it's, you know, people that I grew up with, some of them come out and it's kind of like...
Friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Your girlfriends or like little sister friends that you had before you moved to the States. Did you guys remain in contact?
Yeah, I remain in contact with a lot of them.
Okay.
But Nairobi's different. So, like, before I got here, there were so many promises of we're going to vacation together. We're going to do all these things together. We're going to link
when
up.
you get here.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't.
Like, don't worry, I got you.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. And then you get here. Like, I've gotten here and I've probably seen my cousin Beth. And that's it. Right. But then through her.
Shout out to Beth.
Beth is awesome. And then through Beth, I met like these other people. Like Byrne, who's like everything to me right now. Right. Yeah. And then
shout out to Byrne
and the Brookhouse crew, Vicky.
Yeah.
So and then of course like Vicky's husband and I went to school together. So that's become like
so you have your anchors. You have the circle, but all these extras who were like, oh my God,
and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
No, but then I think like growing up, like my auntie H always tells me, like plant where you can grow.
Yeah. Fertile.
Don't force things.
Yeah.
Just plant where you can grow. And if there's nothing happening there, move on.
Yeah.
So I don't put expectations on people. If you tell me we're gonna link up, okay, we're gonna link up. If we don't, we don't.
You're not thirsty for it.
Pull up and then we get drunk. You know?
Deuces. You know? Exactly. You have me.
Hello?
I'll come through.
Thank you. So so no, it's just people that I grew up with. I think I'll post things and they'll like it, and it's that we haven't linked up or anything. But like my anchors, and I got here and I got you and I got Pam and Rita. Like I have my little like solid
your
base.
Village.
Yeah,
it's important to have a village.
And it's so amazing. Like I talk to my family all the time. They're like, "How are you doing? What are you doing?" Because we've never been apart like this for this long. And they're worried, but now they know like I have my people, so they're happy that I have my people.
I think my family went through the same thing. Like my mom, when she came and met you, was
Miss Irma.
so happy
that
I just had a sane, happy. That's objective.
Like
I'm just kidding.
A
I'm kidding.
like a tight circle.
A circle.
Yeah.
A family behind you.
A family behind you. That's it.
So when I came, I did not know anybody. Mm-hmm. You know, I had no expectations.
And we met
I didn't really know you. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't even really know like her that much before I got here. So it was just like, but a village is really important,
so
especially
important.
when you're an expat. You have to have base connections, or you're gonna feel detached, depressed, and all that.
And you don't want to exist just in the expat circle because that gets boring.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you're
America
Kenyan.
to be in America.
I'm glad you're Kenyan American. Yeah. Yes. Or it would be super lame for me.
It was right.
So what was the straw that broke the camel's back as far as you being like, you know what, I think this is it. Like, I think it's time for me to transition back to Kenya. Because 21 years is a long time.
It is a long time.
And you've been an adult in Minnesota for a super long time. So and you've been public school teaching and counseling and all the things that you've done. So like, what just made you like, this year is the year?
I think every teacher worldwide will say like COVID, like, oh my God, if there's a teacher out there that's still breathing after teaching through COVID, like,
I'm not breathing, sis.
I'm
on life support, girl.
Where's the life? We're breathing.
I'm on life support.
But teaching through COVID was crazy. But even before COVID, teaching was just crazy. And then I moved to administration, and that's even like worse because you're like a step away from kids the way you want to be with kids. I thrive in the classroom.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like in a boardroom or like in an office telling people what to do with kids.
You're so good with interactions with kids.
Thank you. They fill my cup so much. Like I tell my family all the time, like, yeah, I'm a licensed principal, but I don't know that I want to be a principal. I think she would be
miserable.
I would be.
Yeah, I think you would leave education quickly.
Very. And
if you were just in a room with adults 24/7,
no.
I think you would be miserable.
I think maybe when I'm older.
I don't even see that for you.
Girl, thank you.
I feel like even if you were an administrator, she's the type of administrator who would actually pop in.
I would live in the classroom.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be an office administrator.
No.
So I feel like you could even revolutionize administration.
For real, I do.
Yeah.
And thank you for speaking that into existence. I love it. But literally, like being in the international school setting, with having a smaller community and how our administrator is just amazing, I could see myself doing that in the international school setting because it's a smaller group.
Yeah.
I could kind of stretch
You're able to
out.
more.
You're able to do that.
Yeah.
I worked in a school of 3,000 plus. So being a dean of students, trying to balance 1,100 on your caseload, I'm the kind of person that likes to know what's your favorite food, what's your mother's name, who's your favorite cousin, when's your next basketball game. You're not able to do that with 1,100
You can't stretch yourself
You can't do it. So, but then the expectation for kids in the U.S. started to drop. So you would call a parent and say, you know, little JJ done cussed out the teacher in the classroom. And the question is like, what did teacher do?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Put him on the phone. Fuck her.
No. Yeah. Or like,
so you don't have to listen to her. Like,
right.
Yeah, no,
or kids
real.
get into fights and parents come in and say, what did so-and-so do? Like, instead of just, and to me, I'm not like the punitive kind. I like to be like real world kind of.
You like to look at what is the root.
Yeah.
So you're not looking for that quick punishment.
And I think just from being in special ed, we like to do mind maps and we work backwards, right?
Yeah.
We start at this is where we're at and what caused it, what could we have done different? So you work backwards with kids. And what I know just from my niece and nephews and all the kids I'm constantly immersing myself in, kids don't learn from people they don't like.
Yeah.
They don't.
Amen to that.
Yep. And then kids like to know the why.
Yeah.
Think about like,
what am I doing this for?
Like how young was Bray when he started asking you why?
Girl, 3, 2,
younger
1.
even, right? They want to know the why. So be it
I want to know the why.
Thank you. Be it a 2-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 21-year-old, they want to know the why. If you can connect the why, then kids are great. So to me, I always want kids to know the why. I don't want to punish you. I want you to know like your behavior is going to get you in jail. It's going to get you killed. It's going to get you fired. Like it's not going to serve you in the real world.
It's not.
So I don't care to punish you. I really don't.
And I love that for you.
Yeah, I don't care to punish you. I want you to get it.
When do you see, or when do you see yourself transitioning, if ever, from international to Kenyan public schools?
Well, so my dream is to open a school that serves Kenyan kids with disabilities.
Oh, I love that for you.
Right? So
I love that for us.
For us. Thank you. Because I've gone to children's homes and I've seen kids in the streets that are disabled and not accessing school. The way they're accessing school is not the way I would push it for them. And the good thing with being abroad is, oh my gosh, the possibilities are endless, right?
Yeah.
And to share those possibilities here, to me, would like be everything. I think everyone wants to come to Africa and get rich.
And not change.
I could care less about the getting rich.
Yeah.
There's a rich man out there that wants to keep me, thank you. But I'm just saying, I would rather like
I'm going to put her handle in the link.
Please don't. So I would rather open like a school that serves kids, that gives them opportunities to be in the community, like not selling candy in the streets. Like I want them to have a job.
Feel like they have a purpose, at school.
And earn their independence.
Yeah.
So
So
not
not
just
just
give
like
it to them. They earn their independence because they're able to.
I get what you're saying.
You're right.
Skills.
Yes.
The skill side of
Right.
things. Yeah. And
And
that's
you've
one thing
written
that I
IEPs,
love.
the transition skills,
Yeah.
right? I feel like in Kenya we're missing the transition skills, and it's
Yeah.
because even like Kenya, I think, has the highest educated individuals, I want to say,
So
in
smart.
Africa, right? Because Kenyans, you will meet a Kenyan in the street washing your car, and it's like a PhD holder.
Yeah.
Because there are no jobs, and even if there are jobs,
They're not good.
No, because
They're not high paying.
my cousin, I want to give my cousin a job, so therefore I'm not going to look at your CV and
Yeah.
look at this other person. So like
When I was in America, I did not have time to do my math class for my master's.
please don't tell your secrets.
And I
Please,
just
no. Just
prayed and I passed. Okay, amen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, she's really good. So what I do love about the program that you have
Yeah.
is you really do teach so you may not want to go to college
Mm-hmm.
or do X, Y, and Z, but what skills can I do that keeps you excited to come back to school?
How can we build
So,
in a passion?
And that's how I feel
Yeah.
like your kids love you and are so ignited and inflamed to learn and like come back, because she's asking like, what can I do to keep you here in this moment? And that is one thing that breaks my heart. Like both of us have a weakness for kids.
Right.
In Ghana and here, it breaks my heart to see, and that's one thing I'm just not used to seeing in America and the States is kids on the street like working.
Right.
So it just stresses me. I internalize it. It makes me feel sad. And I'm just like, what could I do to like make you have to go to school? You know?
Or how can we provide schooling that's affordable? Like education in Kenya is free. So why are there kids on the streets, right? Like housing, books, healthcare. Like there's so much.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just closing that gap. So I have big
How
ideas.
do you plan on transitioning that? So is that like and that goes into another question. Do you plan on staying here, or are you kind of going with the flow? Like, how do you see this next 3 years going?
I'm going with the flow for now, for sure. Like I miss my family terribly, you know.
Yeah.
I miss my little babies so much. I mean, I miss my brothers a little, but I miss my babies so much.
Don't take it personally, Teddy.
Teddy, you're fine. So, if I could have the best of both worlds, where I could see my family say every 2 or 3 months, I probably could stay. Yes and no.
I feel like we have not been as intentional, even for myself, going to see Brayson. I should have gone to go see Brayson in October for that week break.
We need to find a way to make the week count. It's almost like we have to like leave work on Friday and be home on Saturday, and leave home on Saturday to be home on Sunday.
Yeah.
To go back to work to Monday, and then we'll recover when we recover. But you see the burnout.
It's a burnout. It's a burnout, but it's a sacrifice that you make as an expat.
And then my youngest nephew, he's little.
Yeah.
And he's like my obsession. Like literally, like I should be jailed for how obsessed I am with him, right?
He's equally obsessed.
Oh my gosh.
He's willing to kill.
Everybody. No babies, no balconies. So I also worry, right? Like my niece and I are super close. We want to plan all these trips. My nephew just wants the game. Can you give me Roblox bucks? That's all he wants, right? So I worry too, like if I just pop in and pop out, like what am I doing with that popping in and pop out?
Is it harmful or helpful?
Yes, because they're so used to stable.
Yeah.
Like my family,
I think they would rather see you than not.
I get that too. So that's like why I'm so
It's a
torn.
catch-22.
It is.
It's a catch-22.
It really is.
I went 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, because I came to Ghana in June.
Right.
You came to Kenya
July.
In July, at the end of July. We both got here at the end of July. So I have had to tell myself, like, you got to be more intentional with your time. like going to the States. Do you ever plan on living in the States again?
For my family's sake, I'm gonna say yes.
What's the truth?
Literally, I would not advise anyone to come teach abroad if they're not ready to give up that life in the States. Like, I moved here and I'm back to loving teaching. Like, when I left, we're so spoiled, you guys.
Girl,
we're so spoiled.
Even my classroom, I was thinking this the other day because my mom was like, they're paying teachers in Maryland $90,000 with your degree. I did some research. Girl, do you know that those classrooms are the ghetto? Do you know that?
I
would be sitting in my room, concrete, one window that pops open
barely
a little.
any grass on campus.
Literally.
Right. Like you like my classroom. You love
Girl,
I mean, right. My classroom is like
on my couch. Like, nah, for real. I can't. A couch. There's not even a couch in the teacher's lounge.
No.
In DeKalb County, barely.
Oh.
So I know for a fact there would not be a couch in my room.
I am so spoiled because working in special ed, like I found myself like starting programs everywhere I've gone. Right. So like even the school that I left, the program that we started, we had everything. We had a hammock, we had the big bin bags, like shout out to JoJo. But we've always made our classrooms home because being in special ed, especially with kids with EBD and mental health disorders,
you got to make it comfortable.
You really got to make them feel like we're here for it, right?
Yeah.
So my rooms have always felt like home, but the difference with Nairobi though is one, the fresh air.
Yeah.
The fresh air.
I think it makes such a difference.
Like my classroom is probably like 60% outdoors, just with the balcony and the
Our
windows.
Classrooms are transformative.
My gosh.
For my mental health. My students, good for you guys. I love it for you.
Stop.
I'm kidding. It's for a teacher. Well, no, we're the ones who are in the room all day.
Yeah, we are.
So for me, my students, y'all leave. Y'all get that hallway time. Right. You get the lunch outside time. I'm the one in my room all day.
Yeah.
So I just remember times in Atlanta where I'm stuck in my room all day and it's like, I don't even know what it feels like outside.
No. And then Minnesota, you'd be in the room with no windows. Especially like when you're teaching special ed, they don't give you like the prime space.
Hell no.
You're like in the dungeon.
You're next to the janitor's
closet.
You're
in the dungeon. And then my old district, they did a good job of always putting us at the forefront because they did not want special ed to be like an extension. They're like, you guys are the core. They're our community. We're going to love them and lift them and uphold them, right?
Yeah.
And still we were like dungeonish, like in the middle of school with no windows.
So that says a lot.
It says a lot, even with the school that's so forward moving and progressive.
But it just comes down to the resources.
We had resources and still that was the case because you want to know why?
Infrastructure?
So no, like literally my school that I came from is probably top 5 in the US, I want to say.
Wow.
With the kind of funding we have, the kind of teaching that we do, like our kids are flying high. If any of you are watching, hello. I mean, they're amazing. And the school was amazing and the district was amazing, but special ed is growing and we're still not where we're supposed to be, right? So even with that, you could be in a classroom all day and come outside and it's like, 16 inches of snow. We didn't even know.
I didn't even know. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
But then I'm in Nairobi and like my kids, I walk my kids to class. I go sit in my kids' classrooms. We eat outside. I can teach outside.
You can feel the breeze on your face.
I literally move my classes by the pool. We sit by the pool and that's what we're teaching.
I love that about our school.
Yeah, that we could just be anywhere. We don't have to be in the classroom. Or like, like the one day we're just chilling at the end of the day and what's happening? The band is practicing and we can hear the band.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Yeah. So
free concert.
I love that there's just the versatility for me.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm going to have to go back home.
Are you?
Because I miss my family so much. I
but
do.
Remember that October, December, March.
We can do all that, right?
Yeah.
So
but the question is, when is your family going to come to Nairobi?
July. And then we're going to come on here and you guys can meet my babies.
When is your family going to move to Nairobi?
They're not. Teddy will.
You never know.
Teddy will.
You never know.
Teddy will.
You never really know.
Teddy will.
So if you were not in education here in Nairobi, what are some things that you could see you kind of like finessing for business? Like
housewife. To a rich man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm absolutely kidding. Not housewife. Rich man, yes.
I don't want to be a housewife.
Not a housewife. I would die.
Mansion wife. Okay.
We would die.
No, I want a man who's gonna sponsor my philanthropy.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm not here to just sit in the house. I want to give to others on your dime.
Thank you.
So if you're willing. No, but what do you see in Nairobi? So if I was an African American, like, should I move to Accra? Should I move to Nairobi? What could I do for money?
Yeah.
Thank God that we're in a position to where we could come with jobs.
Yes.
But not everyone who is transitioning. So what would you kind of suggest for like an African American? What kind of hustles do you think? What blind spots in Nairobi? First, let's take this shot really quick. Cheers to you.
Cheers to us. Thank you for having me.
What blind spots in Nairobi have you kind of identified that African Americans could kind of fit into? Or just anyone, UK American, like anyone, UK Americans, UK-ers.
I'm thinking about us. And all the times we've been like, I want this, but we can't have it. We have to call Teddy and the family to ship us stuff all the time.
The stuff that they sell here from America
overpriced.
is overpriced, y'all.
Overpriced.
First of all, my son, I got Brayson some Takis that were like in a bag this small. Fun size Takis.
$7.
$7, okay?
Remember when we wanted cereal? The Cocoa Puffs were what, like $12?
Girl, cinnamon toast.
Cocoa Puffs!
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Listen.
$11.
Yeah.
Be blessed.
So for me, I think, and it's not just for the expats. I think as expats, we're used to having a certain standard. I know you made fun of me because I shipped everything when I came.
Girl. But now I'm starting to feel like you did it the right way.
Listen.
So I came with my suitcases, as you guys know.
How many?
Right? I came with my 5 suitcases, you know.
Right. So when I came, my aunt and I, shout out to her, we were planning my move from the moment I signed on to do the job. We literally opened up a Google Doc sheet and we had like things to be shipped, things to be carried, like different things. And we went like bathroom, what do you need in your bathroom? Kitchen, what do you need in your kitchen?
Okay.
Like,
so like a first apartment type vibe.
It wasn't
like
even
my
that.
first house.
It literally like was like a rebirth. It was like your rebirth list. Because she also was like, you're moving to a whole new place. You're going to be by yourself. I am, the learned helplessness in me is amazing. I think God gave me 3 brothers and no sisters because he knew that my hand should be held the whole way. Yeah. Like literally, my brothers are so amazing. Like my car gets stuck.
Her brother came to get her settled.
He did. And all of them.
My brother wouldn't text me back.
But even like my move, like my older brother and his wife, they came and helped me pack up my stuff. My sister-in-law Stella, she like painted my house because I was busy packing and moving and things like that. My other sister-in-law Katie and the kids, like constantly like, what do you need?
I love that.
Like my nephews were like trying to think, because I like the little one that I have diabetes like him. So I gave me like my little fruit snacks from my diabetes when I come to Kenya and things like that. So like I need my light bulb changed, Teddy. I need my oil change.
You're a pampered princess.
I really am, and my brothers are okay with that, and their wives, thank you girls, are okay with them doing all these things for me. They never complain. They're with it. Sometimes they pull up with them like, what now, right? Yeah. It's like light bulb, well, let's drink while they do it. Great. Yeah. And then so they knew like moving to Nairobi, I wouldn't have that. So my auntie was like really intentional about what are we packing? What
Making
are we
you
sending?
comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the person that shipped all this stuff to me put her link on here.
Okay.
Because her name's
We're gonna
Irene.
shout her out. Yeah.
Irene.
Thank you, Irene. Let's give Irene a round of applause because I love to borrow all of Sally's stuff that she bought that I didn't.
Oh my God. Irene.
You cannot fit an air fryer in a suitcase. Coming from you,
Irene gave me discounts, packed my stuff. She understood exactly what my anxieties were. Irene came to my house, my auntie's house, my house in the States, and picked up everything. And she's like, give me your address for where you're going to live. I was like, I don't have it, but when I get there, I'll send it to you. She literally delivered everything to my house in Nairobi. She picked it up in Minnesota and delivered it here in Nairobi.
I remember the day you got your delivery.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Heaven.
She has everything.
Everything.
And the thing is, she keeps it slowly coming out.
Because if we do it all at one go, we're going to be suffering. You love that I pull out like grocery cookies for myself.
It's exciting. Surprise!
Right. So back to the business thing, right? So I think if you feel the market need, I know that everybody wants to start their own business.
Nairobi is full of hustlers.
Oh my God.
And the online game is crazy.
It is.
Yeah, Nairobi really is full of hustle.
But I think there's so many holes. Like my cousin Beth is doing skincare, Trey Chic Skin. Check it out on Instagram.
I'll link it.
Yeah, but so like even her shipping her stuff from the States to here, it's hard for her to make a profit, even though she's really passionate about skin. I've never met anybody that
We
does
need to do
skincare
like
her.
just a large cargo.
But even if you do a large cargo, right? How many times are you going to do it? It takes 2.5, 3 months before it gets here.
You could do it like 4 times a year, 3 times a year.
But now you're waiting for Bath and Body Works to have the sale.
Yeah, that's true.
Before you put, you know what I mean? And
then you have to buy the store.
You got to be the first person there to
you
get all the stuff. And
Girl, I got people.
Right. And then like Bern, like our friend Bern, she also has like a clothing outlet. So she ships bundles of clothes here and sells them. Like everybody is doing something on the side except me and you. What are we doing? Hanging out at Numero.
Yeah. What's Numero?
What's Numero? Right? Shout out to
Where's Numero?
Right? So everybody is trying to do something and build themselves up. I think that we found, just from us struggling.
We've only been here for 4 months though.
But 2 months in, we knew exactly what we wanted to do.
We got a plan.
We do have a plan. We're not going to tell you. You're going to see it.
2022, look forward. We have a plan. Yeah, but I'm proud of us for where we are.
Thank you.
Based off time.
Hello?
Yeah, we don't live in Nairobi. So
and
we're assessing the scene.
Thank you. And I think what I love about us is like we're not succumbing to pressure.
No.
There's so much pressure to just jump in and dive in and do anything and everything.
No.
And you got to be careful about how you invest your money. You're a single mom.
Yes.
I'm a single auntie.
Yeah.
So,
we're working on the mom part.
Lord. So for me, I'm constantly thinking about like the stuff that my brothers and I went through growing up, what we lacked. I don't want my niece and nephews to lack in that way. And my sisters-in-law was like, oh, let them know the struggle. I don't want them to know the struggle. No, you don't want your kids to struggle. I don't. Like like my brothers and I talk about this all the time. If we could pay for their college, like my niece wants to take a gap year. All the white kids do it, so she should be able to do it.
Do it. Right. There's nothing wrong with that. You'd rather take your time than jump in and you don't know what you want to do.
Right. So my niece wants to do a gap year. If I could finance her gap year and have her travel Europe and Africa and then figure out what she wants to do. Because 1 minute she's like, I want to be a doctor. 1 minute I want to be an architect. Yeah. 1 minute she wants to have her own business. She doesn't know, and it's okay not to know.
It's okay.
Because I went into pre-med and hated it, and then I went into teaching and it was everything.
I love that for you.
Right. So I want them to like dip their hands and feet in everything before they sit down and do something that they love. Because for me,
can I be your niece?
Yes.
God is good.
Cece, you gotta
hit the road, Jack. I'm just kidding.
So like for me, I wake up like some of my friends will be like, oh, I'm calling into work today.
Yeah.
I could be hangover, dying from the flu, and I'm at work like Sudafed.
No, she will. Like you go to work, girl.
Stony Tangawizi.
You go to work.
I go to work. I don't call in. I don't leave work early.
Yeah.
My kids come first. Because I found something that fills my cup. Like
I love that.
Like I love holidays, but I hate holidays because I miss my kids.
Yeah, you worry about your kids.
And like my fave is in Wales, and she's sending me videos right now, and I love that.
You make teachers like me feel like a loser.
You're not a loser. You're great with your kids, and I love you.
I'm kidding.
They do. Your kids
really
love
sweet,
you.
No, they're really sweet. They're sweet. So, top 3 food spots in Nairobi.
Okay. The Kenyan in me likes 3D. Their fish.
You've never taken me there.
No, I took Pam though.
Wow.
Okay, but wait, hold it.
Wow.
I ordered it in for you.
When?
It's the fish, the guy that tried to overcharge us for delivery.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was the creamy coconut.
Yes.
Oh, I've been asking Pam.
Yeah.
I've been asking Pam, where was this place?
3D.
Because I got this funky fish, funky wet fish.
If you want fish,
you go after this, girl.
We're going. You call 3D.
What was that? Pam took me to some place in CBD though. That
Mama Olich.
No. It's in CBD across from Java House.
Yeah, it's Mama Olich.
It's not Mama Olich. No. We'll chat after this. Okay, so that's the number 1. 3D. What's the number 2?
Number 2, I want to say Mint Shack.
Mint Shack. You keep saying this dang Mint Shack. Indian.
Listen.
I've never been. I go to Maynard.
Give me curry.
I go to Maynard or whatever.
Give me curry, give me coconut, and give me masala fries.
For Mint Shack. Do you order in or do you go in to eat?
I only go into places with you.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a vibe.
You're my date.
That's a vibe.
I don't like to go places unless My friend Maggie always makes fun of me because I don't like to eat out, especially alone. You eat out alone all the time.
Yeah, I will eat out
alone. And I'm like, how are you doing this?
Girl, I'll be big chilling.
Nah, I like company. I
say
like
less.
Say
less.
I like company. Yeah.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3.
So 3D Mint Shack.
Do I have a number 3?
Yeah, you gotta find one.
I don't have a number 3.
Make one.
Make one. Okay, give me a second. Oh! No, see? This is where my Swahili fails me.
I thought you were the Swahili expert.
I am! The food person at Numero, not the order from the menu.
The Nyama Chama.
The Nyama Chama guy. But I don't think that's what they're
But no. She does because I just ate that this morning. It was like the tortilla with the meat in it.
Listen, it's a close tie.
What is it called?
Hold on. It's a close tie between Numero 5.
Numero 5 has
and
really good food.
1824, the Choma sausage.
I never had that. I've never had that.
Girl.
So the Numero I can vouch for. 1824, let's go tonight and
Let's go tonight. Okay. Happy New Year.
Top 3 night spots.
You're going to laugh at me for this.
So if I was an African American coming here looking for a nice Kenyan street vibe, where should I go at night?
Wednesdays at Numero for reggae. DJ Double Trouble is not
just
only
love you some
a
freaking
snack,
reggae.
but he always plays well.
Oh, he's a snack. Is it a fun size snack? Or
Oh my God. Moving on. Wednesdays at Numero, everybody. And then we like karaoke on Tuesdays at Ivory. She's the karaoke queen. I have videos.
I'm an all-star. I am the karaoke all-star at Ivory.
I'm the one laughing in the videos in the background.
Say less. What's number 3?
My friend Vera and I went to Onyx right when I got here, and I need to go back.
I've never been.
Their shisha was on point.
Really?
At the time, it was like curfew.
Really?
They locked us in.
Ooh.
Girl, we shishaed until 6, and then I pulled up to work at 7:30.
She is on the GG's. GG's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shisha Onyx is great. The music was amazing. The crowd was awesome.
Okay, so we have Onyx, Ivory, and Numero 5. Those
Numero
are your
5. Yeah.
If you had to purchase a house in a neighborhood in Nairobi,
yes,
tomorrow, where would it be?
That's a hard one.
We ask hard questions because we can do hard things.
I would have to say, like the Peponi, Kitasuru area.
Here.
This is Westlands.
Okay, God is good.
God is good. Right. Like Peponi, Kitasuru kind of area.
By our job. Okay.
Yeah.
That's boring.
Here, let me tell you why I would do that, right?
Yeah.
I grew up playing outside with kids and friends. Like literally, my childhood friends, I lied they were my sisters for years. So I didn't have sisters.
Okay.
And there was 4 girls. It was Faith, Marion, Peace, and Charity.
It's the denial for me.
And we all grew up together, right? They literally, I would go to school and I would lie they were my sisters. I would lie, I got sisters. I have 4 of them. And these twins, blah, 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 Peace and Charity are twins, right? I would lie.
Where Peace and Charity?
They're around.
Oh, hey girls.
Hey girls. Right? So for me, I want my kids or my nieces and nephews, bring them.
They can't have that everywhere?
Not everywhere.
Okay.
Not everywhere in Nairobi.
So Kitasuru or Peponi?
Yes.
Awesome. Top 3 tribes in Kenya that you would date. Is this a messy question?
It's not messy.
Okay. I want to know the top 3 tribes in Kenya that she would date. You are Kisii.
Yes.
Rotemo.
Yes.
Yes. From the shores of Lake Victoria.
Not really, but okay. Not really, but
People tell me I look luya. I think it's because I'm thick. I feel like that's their way of telling me I'm fat.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's their way of telling me I'm fat.
No, curvy.
Oh my God, please. People, oh my God, yeah, you look super luya.
Yesterday I went
Show me 20 luyas.
No, listen. Yesterday I went out with DJ Enref and his brother, and I was telling him, like, oh my God, I gained weight in Nairobi because I eat potatoes every time. And he goes, there's no such thing as gaining weight in Nairobi. Either you have it, you don't, and you have it.
Oh! I have it.
Can I get a side of potato?
I have it, honey.
Thank you.
Oh, you're looking real luya.
I am looking real luya lately.
Yeah, nah. I forgot what this guy said to me with me and Jason. And it was very kind of offensive. And he was like, No, I don't.
Ikisumu.
Yeah.
He said you're fat.
No, he didn't say fat.
What did he say?
He was like, I forgot what he said. He did not say fat.
What
he
was
said I cannot remember for the life of me. And he was upset that I was upset. Because I was like, why
because
did you
you
say
thought
that
it was
to me?
beautiful.
Yeah, and he was like, this is compliment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you cannot say that
did
to
he
somebody
tell
in America.
you?
I forgot what he told me.
But it was something about being heavier.
Yeah. And I was like,
and he was loving it, and he was living for it.
He was loving it, but I was like, you can't say that.
And then he tried to get you in a boat at 6 a.m. and I was like,
girl,
okay.
God is great.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm not Luya. And then I didn't know there was a difference between Lua, Luo.
Yeah.
Luo. I thought when people said Lua, I thought it was the female version of Lua.
Listen, it's
like in Mexico. Where it's O and A.
I have
Chico,
failed you.
chica.
I have failed you.
So I was like, Luya, Luo, Ah. No, there's two different ones. Dang.
There's Luya.
Luya.
Yes.
That's north.
And then there's Luo. And that's Kisumu where you love.
But if you're a female, you're still Luo. You're not Luya.
There's no female male. These are two separate entities.
Yeah, that's where I went wrong.
So the Luyas and the Luos are all different. Yeah. To be quite honest.
How close is Kissy and Luo?
Close. Hours of drives. Like maybe 2 hours.
Are you half Kissy or full
I'm not
Kissy?
full.
Wow. Full. So if you know the way that people talk about like Yoruba demons with Nigerians, what is the Kenyan equivalent to a Yoruba demon?
Well, Kisis and Kumbas.
Oh, messy.
Yeah. It's not messy.
Where do Kumbas live? Cheers to Kikuyus.
Kitui.
Kituis?
Yes.
Dang, what are they?
Kitui is a place. That's where the Kumbas come from.
Okay. Kumbas are close to Kikuyus.
And no, but they kind of sometimes get associated.
Katumbas. Do I know any?
Kumbas. Do we know any? Let me think. I don't know.
I'm going to say cheers to Luo men because I really enjoyed the Luo
You
men.
were feeling them a lot.
So.
But let me tell you, like Beth would say, Luo men will character develop your ass.
So are they the what am I trying to say? Are they the Yoruba demons of Kenya? If they're giving character development.
They serve it on a golden platter with no remorse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they need to come with mental health insurance?
They need to come with life insurance.
Oh, no.
We might have to give you a whole new identity.
Oh, stop.
Swear to God.
Stop.
Beth,
do they have Kenyans moving to India?
Beth, please comment below. Jesus.
What are they called?
The woman?
No. The guys.
Which guys?
The tribe we're talking about.
Luo's right now.
Luo men.
Yeah.
But before then, we were talking about something else.
Kamba.
From
Kitui.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Kambas. Okay, so you just love Kikuyu men.
I do.
Would you rather date a Ethiopian, a Tanzanian, or a Somalian?
Tanzanians any day.
Tanzanian?
Oh my God.
Are Tanzanians super close to Kenyans?
No.
No?
No.
So what sets them apart for you?
Well, I dated one for a really long time. And
tell your story.
No, there's no story.
Oh, okay.
I just think they're like respectful
to
their spouses, their loyalty.
Would you move to Tanzania?
I would. Like when I visited his family in Arusha, it was great. Like Arusha was super slow for me. We should go to Arusha actually.
Take me.
Yeah. Take me. Like his mom is amazing. She would have us any day.
Have me.
Really. It was so slow. Like, but then she had to remind me, like, you Kenyans are so fast, and then you're not just Kenyan, you're also Kenyan American.
Yeah.
So you're always moving at 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Right? In Arusha, like literally, even the way I talk, like the way me and you were talking, they're like, "Oh, you're not Tanzanian. You have to be Kenyan because you guys are always in a hurry."
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Because they literally are slow.
So Tanzania is like the Bahamas. And we're like in America.
It's even slower than the Bahamas. Like when I went to Jamaica, I was like, I could live here. They're
too slow, girl. I don't need 50 minutes for you to bring my oxtail plate out.
Arusha's even slower.
Stop.
I'm not kidding.
It does not take 15 minutes for you to put my rice and peas on a plate.
They're even slower.
They're like,
They're even slower. You know how you like the bodas here?
Yeah.
They have a different thing. It's called like a bajaji. That's like the boda. It's called a bajaji.
Okay.
Those things move really slow. Like me and you walking, and we leisurely walk everywhere.
No.
Would be faster than this bajaji. They're slow,
Girl,
slow.
Stop.
But then I heard that Dar es Salaam is different. I haven't been to Dar es Salaam yet.
Is it Jerusalem or Dar es Salaam?
Everybody says it different. I say Dar es Salaam.
Dar es Salaam.
Yep.
I'm going to Zanzibar for Valentine's Day.
And I'm going to be the third wheel.
Oh, yeah. Nice. So one more question, and then we're going to close this out. This has been super fun. Let me think of a really good question. What is the difference between dating African American men? Mm-hmm. Have you dated African American men?
I have.
What is it? Is there a difference? Is this all like a mystical mental stereotype that we're creating in the sake of argument? Or do you see a difference between African American men and Kenyan American men? Or Kenyan men in general?
I just think it's what you identify with, right? So for example, if you dated an African American, like think about when you try to do Thanksgiving. And then the responses we got to the mac and cheese from the Kenyans, right?
Yeah.
So those are the kinds of things.
Would you rather marry an African American or a Kenyan American?
Marriage is overrated.
Okay.
So I don't want to marry anybody.
Facts.
But I could live with somebody forever and like be really happy.
What are stereotypes that Kenyan men have on African American women?
That you're gonna take care of them, you're gonna give them papers.
I'm gonna take care of them?
Yes. That you're gonna beat on them because you're
I'm gonna hit them?
because you're ghetto.
Yeah. On my YouTube channel, people have been like, Shaniqua,
see?
there's no food stamps in Nairobi.
See?
Your abortion.
See? The abortion. Not the abortion.
There's no social services here in Nairobi for your abortion. Yeah, people are abusive. What do you think about Kenyan Twitter? What's it called?
Kenyan Twitter is savage. It's different one.
What's it called? KCT or something?
I'm not on that one.
Kenyan something Twitter?
Yeah. But Kenyans on Twitter are crazy. So what I do, I go on bets and then I go into the hole.
Girl, it's a hole. They're
3 a.m.
crazy.
I have to get up at 5:45.
Nah, y'all are crazy. No,
Kenyans
for real.
Serve.
I need Twitter to provide mental health stability courses for you.
There
guys.
should be a Twitter hotline. Like I saw something that bothered me and I need to talk to someone.
No, for real. Not for real.
Seriously.
That's interesting. So Kenyan men do kind of have a stereotype. You know what really bothers me about
What?
my dating experience here in Kenya?
What?
It's the married men who want to be in the streets for me.
Okay, so Brittany was told the other day that, and then she called me like, sis, is this real? And I was like, I've been telling you, but you don't listen to me. So Brittany,
I try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Brittany was told the other day that Kenya, it's a Kenyan man's right to have a side trick, to cheat. And Brittany's like, what? And the guy was like, I've been happily married and I've been happily cheating for the same amount of time I've been happily married.
Literally.
And Brittany calls me like, oh my God. And I'm like, haven't I been saying this?
No, that's
because
wrong.
Brittany said,
that's wrong.
Dating in Nairobi, and I said, dating in Nairobi,
that's
you
wrong.
might as well be a side chick because side chicks get treated better than wives.
That's awful.
We have seen this firsthand,
awful.
haven't we? We've experienced this.
That's awful.
It is awful.
It's very bad.
So that's why I told her, I said, I am happily single and thriving. Look at my edges.
Honey,
Thriving.
listen.
Look at my wrinkles, non-existent.
We're going to close this out, and I'm going to say this is a good woman, okay? I'm looking for a good man for her.
No, thank you. They don't exist.
She doesn't want one, but I believe that y'all are out there. Do not be married. No. Tag your single friends who have a bag, and they are not married. And they are Kikuyu preferably, but she's open to all. Especially
I am dating all my
You know what? My new mission is to find you a kissy man.
What? God, no.
Yes. So
I'm a lesbian.
Really fun.
I'm a lesbian. And
she's not a lesbian.
Cutesy man.
She's not.
I like women, Kikuyu women.
Good night. I love Lua women because I am one.
Somebody have McKenna reach out to me if I have to date a kissy guy. McKenna.
I feel like I want to ask you one last spicy question. Y'all know she doesn't ride Boda. She's fake. She's a fake.
I do not ride Boda. I've never ridden Boda in my whole life. I will never ride Boda. She put my nephew Brayson on a Boda. Brayson. I apologize. And then I told Brayson, if she's going to put you on a Boda, call me and don't get on Bodas anymore. And he put her on blast and he won't ride Bodas anymore.
Super fake.
No offense to Bodas. I'm just saying it's scary and they weave in and out. A Boda actually hit me and traumatized me. Remember?
When?
I called you and said a boulder hit me and then tried to cuss me out.
You did.
After I got my car painted.
Yeah.
Pissed me off.
Things happen.
So no boulder. No boulder.
So if you just have a one-liner, we're going to wrap it up. A one-line sentence for African Americans thinking about moving to Nairobi, what would you say to them?
Like my auntie H would say, plant where you think you'll grow.
I like that.
Yeah, plant where you think you'll grow. So I'm not a risk taker. I'm the safest person.
I feel like you are, or you wouldn't be here. At the end of the day, we all have to have some type of risk taking in us to have embarked upon this journey.
Brittany, if you would know the amount of work that went into me accepting the job, you would be like...
But you came.
But the amount of work that
it might have been strenuous, but you took the risk.
It wasn't strenuous. It was just me planting and creating a foundation before I got here. Which is why you're like... You're here and you have like imported Kleenex, imported da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Because I planned.
I don't have shit. I just got a wine opener.
And we just got that. So I think you have to take risks. I'm learning. Yeah. I'm learning to take risks. And I'm learning to go where I'm wanted. I'm learning to go where I can grow.
I like that. Go where you can grow.
Exactly. And I'm also...
But what about people who can't assess where they can grow? So like if I say you were just an African American living in Minnesota and you don't know if you can grow in Nairobi.
Well, like I said, I visited here 3 times.
Research.
Before I came back.
So make sure you do your research.
Do your research. I would never go anywhere without a job. Again, that's a safe
People
bet
do that.
me.
There's a lot of expats here with no job.
Yeah, like I came to a new job and I still have my old job.
You do.
That's my safety net.
You're a hustler spirit.
Because I did not know what COVID was going to do.
I love that for you.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't know what COVID was going to do. I didn't know if I was going to like it, the homesickness, all those kind of things. But then I trust in God so much. Like I'm not like a Bible thumper.
No, it's just the spirit.
And it's not even the spirit. Like I feel like God shows up for us in different ways, right?
Yes.
So I'm not the kind of person that's gonna pray. But I have conversations with God throughout the day, right? Constantly throughout the day. And so like my conversation with him always is, whatever is your will,
is your way.
No. It's not your way. Whatever is your will, grant me acceptance.
Amen.
That's it. That. So I walk through life working on acceptance. If he sees it fit that I'm not to be with the person, I accept
it's not going to work.
If he sees
so I get it. You're not fighting for something like, oh my God, I need to make this work. Like God is showing me it's not working and I'm going to accept that from him and let it go.
Let me tell you.
I love that.
I prayed specifically for my ex.
Girl,
I prayed for him. Like God give me so-and-so.
I love that for you.
Yeah. And then he gave me so-and-so and then he asked me, did you like it? And I was like, I did not.
God, I thought you were good.
Oh.
I thought you were good.
So now I'm like, whatever.
I love that for you.
Give me acceptance. And so I just move in the spirit of acceptance.
In the way of the Lord.
Yeah, the spirit of acceptance.
This has been super fun.
This has been super
Cheers. Let me finish my drink off since you're a slow drinker.
Okay,
I'm a fast drinker.
I am.
I'm a fast drinker.
She drinks 3, I drink 1. That's why I drive.
But that's why I've learned to slow down.
I'm trying to catch up.
Thank you so much, Sally. The pilot, you guys let me know how you enjoyed the interview. Let me know if you have any more questions for Miss Sally and I will put you in contact with her. And what is your favorite tribe to date, honestly? Because I'm looking for a zaddy.
In Nairobi?